Hey, so here's a question. Were Taylor Swift fans always like this? Or is this like a recent thing?
POV your whole flight are Swifties.
No, because recently I feel like this guy. I'm this guy. There's an entire plane singing along. Like, it's not just a couple of people. And as a side note, can we not sing on planes? I'm sure it's fun for you, but it's not fun for everyone. And a plane just happens to be one of the only places where you can't do anything about it. Your only alternative is death. And this guy's considering it. It's a lot like that viral video posted by my childhood friend Jack, where they're singing How Great Is Our God, but they've got a guitar. So Taylor Swift fans are falling just inches short of religion. Yet again. How does this keep happening? Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. But anyway, intense displays of Christianity have always been around, but I'm not so sure Taylor Swift fans have always been this intense. And I feel like they might be hiding something because they'll try their hardest to tell you that it's always been like this. There's a conspiracy here, and there's no shot you're going to guess who's behind it. But we'll get to that. I want to establish what I'm talking about, even though I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Taylor Swift fans are some of the wildest in the world. They seriously give K-pop fans a run for their money. In fact, it's my honest opinion that Taylor Swift fans actually win that fight. Like, K-pop fans will dox you for talking smack about Jisoo, but Taylor Swift fans will put out a hit. In fact, they'll do it themselves. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty for Teffy. Oh, what's Teffy? Well, it's Taylor Swift's brother's nickname for Taylor Swift. Obviously. These are the things you'd know if you spoke Swifty, but you don't, so. The insider info situ is frankly out of hand. It's like Taylor Swift fans' social currency. The more obscure the info you have on her, the better. You see these people who accidentally got their reaction to Bad Blood tonight on camera? Now that's juicy. I don't understand what's going on here. They seem to be personally offended me when Taylor Swift sings the Taylor Swift song at the Taylor Swift concert. No, but apparently there's a shot of Katy Perry having almost the exact same reaction. So before any Taylor Swift fans have the time to leave their personal attack letter in the comments, I'm gonna take some context cues here and assume that Bad Blood was about Katy Perry. But she seems cool with it now. So I guess you could say there is no longer said Bad Blood. But it's not all just shock horror. The fans really do enjoy her music. Right? I think they enjoy her music. I'm not sure. Me when Taylor Swift sings the Taylor Swift song at the Taylor Swift concert. Taylor Swift might have the highest fan to people who weep at the concert ratio of all time. There's countless examples of people online who look like they're in physical pain because of how into it they are. And our jaded pitch black souls will sit there and make fun of it because it's the only way we know how to express the feeling that comes with the realization that we will never experience that level of joy in our entire lives. I straight up don't mean that ironically either. I wish I had that about anything. Sports fans come close. Just instead of complete and utter despair, it's in the form of blaring anger. Absolute rage for some reason. My heart yearns to be so invested in something, but I just fall short. I mean, I'll stand up from the couch when there's like an epic blindside in Survivor, but it's not emotionally rocking me. And you know how Mama says that when people are making fun of you, it's because they're jealous? I think that's almost never the case. But actually, I'm a little jealous. I'm perfectly happy to admit that. I feel like I'm missing out on something here.
Tortured Poets is 9 days away, and you already know I'm going all out since this is Taylor's first new album in almost 2 years. I'm having a listening party with the girls, the cutest book page table runner, vintage thrifted books, those clear book flower vases that everyone has been posting. And I wanted to set her up a few days early to see how it looked, and safe to say I'm obsessed and can't wait for April 19th.
These people are having release parties. I'll bet that party slapped. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's an ad for a company that does table decorations for parties. But there's people out there having the time of their lives. You got the Brussels sprouts? What does it say? How you get the grill. Brussels sprouts, I suppose, is how you get the grill. I couldn't begin to tell you what that means, but I'm sure it's Really clever for the people that understand it. And yeah, I can throw regular parties for my friends, but it clearly won't have the same excitement tied into it. There's pure liquid enjoyment out there that these people are IV dripping straight into their bloodstreams. And it starts with T and rhymes with thrift. It's not Tokyo Drift. Although, the vast majority of these fans are just out there enjoying something. And boy, if we're here poking the finger at people because they enjoy something, then shame on you. But they do that too. To themselves. At each other. Like complete friendly fire. You think we've got Taylor Swift fans and people that don't get it. But what we actually have is Taylor Swift fans, people that don't get it, and absolute lying scum poser fake fans who don't even know which hospital Taylor Swift was born in. There's severe elitism amongst Taylor Swift fans. Casual fans aren't real fans. And to some extent, I kind of get it. Like, I'm a fan of cars. I like cars. I have one. I can even make a joke about its dual clutch transmission and have some understanding of what that means. But I'm not a car person, which has nothing to do with my enthusiasm for cars, but has everything to do with just how much other people are into cars. There are people that are truly into it. They know everything about them. They can identify them by the sound they make. There are people that take apart and rebuild engines for fun. So I can have a fun debate with you about whether an AE86 or an AutoZam AZ1 is cooler, which, for the record, exactly equal. Who knew? But I'm not a car guy. I guess in the same way some Taylor Swift fans aren't Swifties. The difference is that when I'm having a chat with a friend and I'm exposed as a filthy casual who doesn't know what a limited slip differential is, they'll just quickly explain it to me and then we move on with the conversation. It seems that Taylor Swift fans don't get the same courtesy.
Spot the fake Taylor Swift fan.
Okay, real quick, why are you all Swifties?
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm a Swiftie because in 2007, my dad called me into the room to see country music television, and that's how it started.
Okay, I'm not that OG, but...
All right, let's get started. I am a Swiftie because I like to listen to her music. Fake fan! He's a fake fan! It is absolute fake fan! You need a compelling background story.
I was honestly a hater for a little bit, you know, hearing her on the radio and stuff. But then I converted when I met my girlfriend, and she was like...
They're gonna hate him. They're gonna send him out just because of what he said. Look, I don't care whether you are the fake Taylor Swift fan or not. You don't deserve to split the money, so out! The fact that you ever thought the music was bad, fake fan, out.
Been a Swiftie since Taylor Swift by Taylor Swift.
Michaela calling her first album Taylor Swift by Taylor Swift made me more suspicious of her because a lot of Swifties refer to it as debut.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fake Taylor Swift fan because you called the album what the album is called. You referred to it as what is written on the front of the album, so clearly not a fan of Taylor Swift. You're a fan of debut, if anything.
Really look up to her as a person, and I kind of grew up with her as like a big role model figure in my life.
I was suspicious of Linnea just because there was so much Taylor Swift going on.
And like Tim.
Jeez, you can't win. You're not Taylor Swift fan enough. You're too Taylor Swift fan.
And then Taylor came out, so I was already like ready for it because I was starting to like country music and
Ready for it. Got it. I guess you could say a true Taylor Swift fan.
What is your guys' favorite like part of Taylor Swift concerts? Like your favorite chant or your favorite kind of little bit that we do?
oh.
Ooh, that we do. There's specific language there. Oh, my favorite is the one where she sings "Shake It Off," and we in the crowd all also sing "Shake It Off," and we pretend that we're shaking. Get it off, shake it off. Big Taylor Swift fan. Been to all the concerts.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
I was gonna say that. Okay.
She did like the go-to, so I was like, okay. I was hoping to hear something that would be a little bit more of what a fan would know.
No, you're being a little bit too harsh here because I didn't know.
Michaela.
I think I didn't really talk very much.
Quick round. What's her birthday?
December 13th,
December 13th,
1989.
Okay, what's her mom's name?
December 1999. Andrea. Everybody knows that. That's pretty easy. Maybe step it up a little bit for the next question. Ask me one individually.
Cat's names.
No.
Oh, Meredith Grey.
Meredith Grey.
Benjamin Button.
What's her go-to cocktail?
Like whiskey.
Cats' names? One guy's like, nope. You know what? I'm impressed if one of the people that got their cats' names right is the fake fan. Because holy moly. Favorite cocktail? Someone said whiskey.
Whiskey.
No idea.
Vodka Diet Coke.
Vodka Diet Coke. Look, I'm going to say one comment and avoid all further discussion of Taylor Swift's music. It checks out for me. Taylor Swift music is the vodka Diet Coke of music. There's some good songs. I like some of the songs.
With Oren, I'm really torn because it was great that he was doing a lot of the trivia, but also there were a lot of things you could look up on Google and practice and study.
Yeah, but also he didn't have to answer them. He was swinging all of the questions and then answered one at the end that the other people didn't know. It's like a good way to seem like you knew the answers to all the rest.
You didn't know the lyrics to All Too Well. That is unforgivable.
Charlie.
What's your favorite bridge?
Oh my God, I was gonna ask that.
No clue.
What?
No clue.
No clue, dude.
Yeah, because what kind of question is that? Are you talking about like a bridge? Like the part of the song? What's your favorite bridge? There are some artists out there that I really like. You're gonna ask me what my favorite bridge is, I'm gonna give you one of these.
And the person eliminated this round is Oren. The lights turn green. That means you have voted out the mole, and you win.
It's gonna be
the lights turn red. That means
green.
the mole is still in the box, and you lose.
If it's the mole, it's her.
In 3, 2, 1.
Good job.
Will the mole step forward?
I'll never forgive her for that sweater.
Yeah, the one person who wasn't answering the rapid fire Q&A.
I find her music fine. I am not a Swiftie at all. I'm a punk. I'm an anarchist, and I go by those values, and her values do not match up with mine at all. So,
what does that mean? Obviously, that's a simulated environment. That's not the real world. But it does showcase a little bit of how Taylor Swift fans will hear someone else is a Taylor Swift fan and take that as a threat. They'll turn on each other. Quick, smart.
People are upset with these Taylor Swift fans for trying to steal the show during Taylor Swift's movie. So during a screening of Taylor Swift's new movie, some fans decided to try and steal the show from Taylor. You see, during the movie, these three people decided to bring folding chairs into the theater and sort of match what Taylor was doing on screen while she was doing it. And people who saw the video of the fans doing this were not happy with them at all. You see, almost everybody in the comments of the video was telling the fans to just go and sit down. There are also people telling them to put the video on Reel, and other people are just confused where they even got the chairs from.
Now, to be fair enough to turn against your own in this situation, but also kind of hilarious. The emphasis here on trying to take the attention away from Taylor. She's not there. You don't have to extend that level of empathy. Think about yourselves. You can just be annoyed for normal reasons, like people dancing with chairs in the movie theater. But turning against each other is far from the worst thing that the Taylor Swift fans do.
Some Taylor Swift fans are taking extreme measures so they don't miss a single song at one of her shows.
Yeah, not even for a potty break. Some have taken to TikTok saying they'll be going to the concert wearing adult diapers. They say after the stress and cost of getting tickets, they don't want to spend 1 second of Taylor's performance waiting in a bathroom line.
Remember when I said they're just enjoying themselves and who are we to point the finger? I take it all back. Guys, what are we doing? WWTTT. What would Tay-Tay think? There's got to be a line somewhere for your commitment to this. And just to give a loose guideline here, a ballpark, you have passed it into a diaper, apparently. Which is Weird. Some top-class commentary by me on that one. Back to the topic at hand. I seriously struggle to believe that it was always this weird. I don't think it was. I tried Googling this, and there's a couple of Reddit threads of people asking the same question. Why is Taylor Swift so popular recently? What do you mean recently? She has been popular for ages. Certified never wrong. Recently. She's been insanely popular for quite a while now. Answer, she was already that popular. You're just discovering the news cycle. Yeah, I get that. I always remember Taylor Swift being popular, but like, Kanye West has always been popular. There's plenty of artists that have always been popular, but whatever's happening with Taylor Swift, it's something different. Let's take a different approach. Let's have a look at the Google Trends since 2004. It's not a perfect way to showcase popularity, but it can show an aspect of general interest. This is the searches for Taylor Swift since 2004. Compare that to Kanye West. That's relatively consistent. But okay, she had a tour recently, so maybe there's something there for why there's a recent spike in searches for her name. But let's have a look at the search history for Swifty. Look at that. There's like some searches for it back then. This is recently. The fact that there are some searches for it back then means that it still was a thing. People were still calling themselves Swifties. Maybe that's a more recent thing, but maybe that's part of it. And that can't be because of the tour. People aren't Googling Swifty to buy tickets for a tour. This is unprecedented. She absolutely is more popular over this last year than ever before. People say it's a combination of the Eras tour and it being post-COVID lockdown, but I don't know. There's other artists out there that also are going on tour and have released stuff recently. It's probably a combination of all of that and TikTok and an absolutely insane marketing team. You mix all that up and you get a snowball situation that has absolutely blown up to a 10-figure industry built around one woman. But personally, I don't buy it. I think there's a deeper conspiracy here, and you're not going to believe who is behind this. See, the recent boom in Taylor Swift and her fans, the so-called Swifties, reminds me of something else that seems to have blown up, seemingly out of nowhere, and it's hard to make sense of. And when comparing their Google Trends graphs, they seem to line up all too conveniently, and that is Biscoff Lotus cookies. But it kind of makes sense, because if you think about the demographic that are really into both, it kind of lines up. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm going to have to make a whole video about the explosion of Biscoff Lotus cookies, so you're just going to have to subscribe for that. And in the meantime, if you've stuck this video out, you're clearly interested in strange cults, so check out this video about the cult of Thermomix.